Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Amara Greyson, and I live in Yakutsk, the coldest city in the world. It's so cold here that the temperature can drop to -70 degrees Celsius in the winter. It might sound unbelievable, right? But for us, it's just normal life. We've learned how to live in the cold, and it's pretty amazing to see how we do it. Today, I want to show you something really interesting, what it's like for kids to go to school in Yakutsk. It's not just about going to school like in other places. It's about being strong, smart, and figuring out how to deal with the cold. Kids here have a unique way of living that I think you'll find really interesting. Yakutsk is in Siberia, a place that's very far from many other cities. It's known for being incredibly cold, and there is snow and ice all around. Even though it's so cold, more than 300,000 people live here, and a big part of that population are kids who go to school. Life here isn't just about surviving the cold, it's about figuring out how to live well despite it. People here have created ways to make life work in this harsh environment, and it's truly inspiring. So, let's dive into a typical school day for kids in Yakutsk. Get yourself a warm drink, and let's take a closer look. The school day here starts early, just like in other places, but getting ready is a lot more time-consuming. Kids need extra time because they have to get dressed in many layers to stay warm. Parents wake up their children a bit earlier than usual, giving them enough time to prepare for the cold weather outside. Getting dressed is like getting ready for an expedition. Kids wear several layers of clothing to protect themselves from the freezing temperatures. They wear thermal underwear, thick sweaters, heavy snow pants, and fur-lined coats. On top of that, they also wear hats, scarves, gloves, face masks, and sometimes even balaclavas to protect their faces from the cold. The boots are also special. They are not regular winter boots. These boots are made to keep their feet warm in temperatures as low as -70 degrees Celsius. It can take around 20 minutes just to get dressed. Putting on all these layers is not easy, especially for younger kids. Parents help their children put on everything carefully. If one item is forgotten, like a glove or a scarf, it can cause serious problems outside in the cold. That's why once the kids are ready, it's time to go to school. For children who live far from their schools, they take special buses to stay warm. These buses are not like regular school buses. They are heated, so the children stay warm during the ride. The buses also carry extra supplies like blankets, fuel, and even radios, just in case something goes wrong on the icy roads. The drivers are specially trained to drive safely in snowy and icy conditions. They know how to drive carefully and make sure the kids arrive safely. In case a bus breaks down, another bus is quickly sent to pick up the children and take them to school. This quick response is very important because the cold can be dangerous if kids are left outside too long. The buses are very safe and made to handle the extreme weather. For children who live closer to their schools, walking is a common way to get there. But walking in Yakutsk is not like walking in warmer places. The cold is extreme, and even though the sidewalks are regularly cleared of snow, it's still very chilly. Parents often walk with their younger children to make sure they stay warm and don't get frostbite. When you walk in this kind of cold, you have to keep moving quickly and never stop to talk or play outside because the cold can be dangerous. When the kids arrive at school, the first thing they do is go to the cloakroom. The cloakroom is a special place where they can take off all their warm clothing, like coats, boots, and scarves. Each child has their own locker to store their wet and cold clothes so they don't get mixed up. After this, the kids go inside the classrooms, where it's warm and cozy. The classrooms in Yakutsk schools are kept very warm to help the kids feel comfortable while they learn. The schools are heated by special systems that make sure the temperatures inside stay nice and warm even during the coldest days. The teachers make sure that the kids are focused on their lessons and learning, no matter how cold it is outside. The classrooms have large windows so that as much natural light as possible can come inside. This is important because in Yakutsk, winter days are very short, and it can be dark for many hours. The sunlight helps keep everyone feeling a bit brighter and happier during the long winter months. The teachers in Yakutsk are incredibly dedicated to their jobs. They work hard to keep the kids engaged and motivated in their studies, even when it's very cold and gloomy outside. Teachers here are real heroes because they make learning fun and exciting, despite the challenges of living in one of the coldest places on Earth. Yakutsk has very specific rules when it comes to school closures due to the cold. If the temperature drops below -54 degrees Celsius, younger kids don't have to go to school. For older kids, the school stays closed if it's colder than -60 degrees Celsius. This is done to make sure kids don't have to walk or travel in such extreme temperatures. But here's the interesting part, people in Yakutsk don't think this is unusual at all. They don't see it as extreme. It's just how life is here. Kids grow up learning how to deal with the cold and become very strong and resilient. They don't see the cold as something scary, but as a normal part of life. I visited a family in Yakutsk to see how they prepare for the school day, and it's quite something. It's like getting ready for a big mission. Parents carefully pack lunch boxes with hot food, check that all the layers are in place, and make sure their children are warm enough. Sometimes, parents even use hand warmers to keep their kids' hands warm while they walk or wait for the bus. One mom told me she packs hot soup in a thermos for her kids, so they can enjoy a warm meal during the day, even when it's freezing outside. It's these little touches that make all the difference. Living in Yakutsk is not just about surviving the cold, it's about finding ways to make life better, even in such an extreme environment. So, that's how kids in Yakutsk go to school in the cold. It's not just about getting an education, it's about community, resilience, and living life to the fullest in one of the harshest climates on Earth. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share it with anyone who wants to learn about life in one of the coldest places in the world. Until next time, stay warm, stay curious, and always remember, nothing is too hard if you put your mind to it. Bye.